My kid's teacher called me irresponsible for her lunch, so I proved her wrong. My daughter Emma comes home from second grade last Tuesday crying her eyes out. Her teacher, Ms. Williams, had made a big scene about her lunch in front of the whole class. Emma's lunch was pretty simple that day. Plain crackers, sliced chicken with no seasoning, white rice, and cut up pears. No sauce, no cheese, nothing fancy. Why can't you pack normal food like the other kids? Ms. Williams had said loudly. PB&J, chips, a juice box. This looks like you don't care about your daughter's nutrition. She actually made Emma sit at a separate table during lunch, said she was concerned about my parenting choices, and would be calling me immediately. Emma was mortified. Kids started staring and whispering. Some even asked if her family was too poor to buy real food. The call came that afternoon. Ms. Williams went on this whole rant about how Emma's lunches were inappropriate and showed a complete lack of effort. Other parents pack balanced meals with vegetables, proteins, and whole grains. Your daughter gets plain crackers and chicken scraps like you just grabbed whatever was in your fridge, she said. I tried to explain our situation, but she cut me off completely. I've been teaching for 15 years. I know what proper nutrition looks like for growing children. This is borderline neglect. She said she was documenting everything and might have to involve the school counselor and administration if things didn't improve immediately. I was absolutely furious. But instead of yelling and making things worse, I decided to educate her properly. The next morning, I showed up to Emma's classroom during lunchtime. I brought a thick medical folder and asked to speak with Ms. Williams privately. I opened the folder and pulled out Emma's extensive medical records. Emma has something called FPIES, food protein-induced enterocolitis syndrome. Most normal foods make her violently sick. We're talking projectile vomiting, severe dehydration, and emergency room visits. It took 2 years and 4 different specialists to figure out what was wrong. Emma can only eat about 12 foods total: plain chicken, white rice, pears, specific crackers, and a few other carefully selected items. That's literally it. I showed Ms. Williams the official list from Emma's gastroenterologist. Every single item in her lunch was medically approved and carefully planned by professionals. Those chicken scraps were actually antibiotic-free, organic breast meat that costs $30 a pound from a special supplier. The crackers were imported ones that don't contain any of Emma's trigger ingredients. Everything was precisely weighed and portioned based on her nutritionist's detailed recommendations. I pulled out more papers, letters from Children's Hospital, test results showing Emma's severe allergic reactions, photos from her worst episodes that I wouldn't wish on any parent. This unbalanced lunch you criticized in front of her classmates, it represents 3 years of medical appointments, thousands of dollars in testing, and countless terrifying nights in the emergency room, I said calmly. Ms. Williams' face went completely white as she realized her mistake. I kept going. I showed her my professional credentials. I'm actually a registered pediatric dietitian. I've been working with children who have eating disorders and severe food allergies for 8 years. I probably know more about childhood nutrition than most people in this entire building. Emma's lunch is more carefully planned and nutritionally sound than anything served in your cafeteria. I pulled out the final document, a detailed letter from Emma's entire medical team explaining her condition and specific dietary needs. It was addressed to the school administration. I already sent copies to the principal, school nurse, and district office. Emma now has an official 504 plan. Her medical dietary needs are legally protected under federal law. Ms. Williams was completely speechless, just staring at the pile of medical evidence. Next time you want to judge a parent's choices and humiliate a child, maybe ask questions first. Not every kid can eat goldfish crackers and fruit snacks without ending up in the hospital. I handed her educational materials about FPIEs to share with her class. Other kids needed to understand why Emma's food looked different. The next day, Emma came home with a huge smile. Ms. Williams had apologized to her in front of everyone. She explained that Emma had a very special diet to keep her healthy and safe. Emma got to sit with her friends again. Several kids even asked if they could try her special crackers. Ms. Williams never questioned another lunch again. She started asking parents about dietary needs before making any assumptions.